Let's face it, everyone wants a great credit score. After all, a good credit score is what you need for that house you've been eyeing. But credit is not built overnight. So in this short video, I'm going to walk you through some realistic steps you can take today to build your credit score. Let's get right into it. Alright. If we want to get a good credit score, we first have to understand how the credit system works. Payment history. This right here makes up 35% of your credit score and has the biggest effect on your score. This shows the bank if you actually pay on time. If you don't, your credit score goes down. The next thing making up your credit score is credit utilization. This one right here makes up 30% of your credit. This one essentially tells the bank how much of your available credit you are actually using. For example, if you have a $2,000 limit on your credit card, how much of that $2,000 are you using each month? You see, if you're constantly maxing out your credit card, this is a red flag because to banks, it's telling them you're constantly borrowing money from them. Next up is length of credit. This one right here makes up 15% of your credit. This one just goes over how long you've had credit. Essentially, the longer you've had it, the better. This gives lenders a history to look back at. Then there's credit mix. Credit mix is 10% of your credit score. This one just checks the different mixes of credit you have, such as credit cards, car loans, and all that's in your name. And lastly, new credit. New credit makes up 10% of your credit. This just tracks how often you're getting new credit. Unfortunately, getting new credit will often hurt your score because it makes banks worried why you are getting so much credit. But now that we know a little bit about how credit cards work, we need to start building credit, like today. Lucky for us, there's 3 ways to go about this. Option 1, apply for a secured credit card. Now this one is the most common way to start. And quite honestly, for most people, it's going to be the best. All you have to do is put down a deposit, and in turn, the bank gives you a limit. I will say the caveat with this one is you have to be 18 years or older to open up a credit card. But that brings me to option 2. Just become an authorized user on a family member's card. This one is great because you don't even have to be 18 to do this, and it will start building your credit score right away. I would just caution though that you make sure they are currently following the good habits that we will go over a little later in this video and won't end up hurting your credit score. And finally, option 3, look into a credit builder loan. Now I'm going to be honest, out of the 3, this is my least favorite option. But if you must, you can buy a car or something with a loan and make small monthly payments to get reported to the credit bureaus. Now honestly, I would just stick to driving that 2005 Toyota Camry and avoid getting a car loan unless you have enough money to actually pay off this loan in case an emergency ever comes up. But alas, just pick one of these 3 options and start building your credit ASAP. Now that we have the credit coming in, we can get to the good stuff. The habits that will build your credit score steadily. Habit 1, pay on time every time. Listen, even being 1 day late can drastically drop your score. Don't mess around. Just set up auto pay if you can. But even then, make sure you're checking your bank account regularly. This one habit is the most important for building your credit score. Habit 2, keep your utilization low. Okay, listen, I know. The banks give you all this money and you want to use it, but just try to use less than 30% of your available credit. If your limit is $1,000, keep your balance under $300 at all times. Under 10% is even better if I'm being honest. Just don't buy wants with your credit card, only absolute needs. Habit 3, don't apply for too many cards at once. Listen, each application is a hard inquiry, which essentially means it will ding your credit score slightly. Now, if you must apply for a lot of cards at once, try to make them all at the same financial institution so they can just pull your credit score once. And lastly, habit 4, keep accounts open. Never close your cards. Even if you don't use them often, keep it active to lengthen your credit history. If you close that card, you're essentially erasing all the history with that card. Banks will not be able to track that history. Here's what most people don't tell you though. Unfortunately, building credit just takes time. Sometimes a long time. You won't go from a 500 credit score to 800 in a month. Here's what a realistic timeline looks like. So in the first 6 months, focus on consistent on-time payments. Once you get to the 1 year mark, your score will climb steadily. After a few years of good history, that's when you'll see 700 plus and eventually even the glory of the 800s. So don't stress about perfection. Just like most things that will change your life, consistency is the real secret. If you made it this far into the video, then you may want to subscribe so you can see more finance videos. Also, if you like this video, you may like my credit card explained video. Click on it here. Alright, bye.